there's a gentleman jumping up back there. Come on up.
I had a few slides that I wanted to show you this morning. Can we get those up, Jamie? Deep breath. Thanks. Mr. Vincent, members of the council, thank you for your time to speak this morning.
Could you give us your name? Could you give us your name, please?
Yes, sir.
Name and address.
My name is Tom Golia, and I live at 31017 Scissorville Road in Ocean View. I'm here this morning to present you the findings of a public survey regarding the buffer ordinance currently under consideration. The survey was conducted by SARG, the Sussex Alliance for Responsible Growth, with the support of the Center for Inland Bays and the Sussex County League of Women Voters. The response to the survey has been substantial. The analysis that I present today is based on 606 respondents as of Sunday at noon. This morning, it was over 750. In a moment, I will take you through the questions posed in the survey and the rather overwhelming results we received. And at the conclusion, I will hand you a copy of this presentation and a list of all the comments, over 500, that were submitted by the respondents. In addition, I have some additional handwritten surveys that were collected, over 50, and as we prepared the presentation, and we will provide those as well. But first, let me say that this was not exclusively a SARG survey to its immediate constituents. There have been comments heard recently that SARG is confined to Lewis. Our goal was to reach as many residents across the county as possible. The survey was distributed across Facebook groups, the Nextdoor app, and other social media apps, and access to it was published in several media outlets, including the Cape Gazette and Delaware Online. So it was not exclusive to Lewis. You will see that in a few minutes. So what were our goals of conducting this survey? Our goals were, number one, to gauge public sentiment on this ordinance at the beginning of the public hearing last January. Number two, to further inform, educate, and engage the public and provide a convenient vehicle for expressions of opinion for those who might be reluctant to attend a public hearing, especially in this time of COVID. Imagine 700 people waiting to speak this morning. I think that would be onerous. To provide a convenient source of materials for the public to review, to help formulate their opinions. To provide the public with a summary of all the respondents' opinions. And last but not least, to provide county officials, you all, with how your constituents feel about this important topic. So let's get to the survey, the questions, and the results. The survey was brief, consisting of only 5 questions. Question 1, how concerned are you about the impact of development on our wetlands and waterways? As you can see from the statistics, overwhelmingly, our constituents are very concerned or somewhat concerned, over 99%. And many of them took time to make comments, which we'll provide copies of at the end. Question 2, the protection and retention of existing forested buffers and the replanting of trees in non-forested buffers is the best buffer and provides maximum protection to our waterways, wetlands, and habitat. Again, you'll see that close to 99% strongly agree with this statement, and 110 people chose to comment. Question 3, Section G of this proposed ordinance should be deleted, as it would allow developers to reduce the buffers within the proposed subdivision, in some cases below today's standards, or reduce buffers in exchange for creating buffer alternatives outside the entire subdivision. As you can see again, 97%, a high degree, somewhat agree with this statement, and 113 folks took the opportunity to make comments. Question 4, at a minimum, the county should approve the expanded buffer widths as recommended by the buffer work group, and not allow for any net buffer reductions. Again, high degree of agreement, 99%, 82 chose to make comments. Question 5. The county should add strong enforcement provisions and penalties for non-compliance to the ordinance to ensure that the provisions are taken seriously and lead to meaningful improvement in the quality of waterways, wetlands, and habitat. Again, 99% agree with this statement, and 117 took the opportunity to write comments. This map will show you, as I made allusion earlier, that this was not just a Lewis respondents. If you look at it and take Rehoboth as a north-south line, 57% were north and 43% were south. So we think it represents a good response from the coastal area of the county, those most affected by the wetlands provisions and buffers. So what's the ask? Well, we think the constituents and respondents to this survey, first, eliminate Section G. Second, approve the expanded buffers recommended by the work group. 3, establish an enforcement vehicle that provides for appropriate penalties for violations, elevates the confidence that your constituents will have that this ordinance will accomplish the intended purpose. And 5, please take some time and review the comments that were submitted by the respondents. They are meaningful, they're well-reasoned, and passionate. So we ask that this concludes and we ask that you pass this ordinance, but with these aforementioned modifications. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.